Hi friends, it has been a while since I've gone live, and I just did one on my actual Facebook page, which is kind of scary to go live in the world, not just inside my bubble. But I wanted to pop in with a couple thoughts, a couple things that hopefully, inspire you, motivate you, take what you need, pass on what you don't. I was looking through my Facebook memories today, and I had made this post a couple years ago about success isn't about what your body looks like. It's about how you show up and who you become along the way. And that is still so true. I believe that to be true, that your journey isn't going to be linear and is not always going to be reflected on the scale or in your clothes. We always want it to be, right? We want that quick fix. We want to feel like we're seeing momentum, but sometimes it takes longer than we are really willing to give it. And I just want to encourage you today to trust the process and to don't be afraid to be a beginner. If what you've been doing isn't working for you, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means that maybe you need to pivot something. Maybe it's your water intake. Maybe it's your rest. Maybe you're not finding enough joy in your life. And sometimes we have to flip the switch and try a different workout, a different style of movement, or maybe we just need to prioritize something simple like your stress or managing your stress or getting enough sleep. I think those are things that we tend to gloss over. We think, okay, I'm checking the water box, I'm checking the nutrition box, I'm doing the movement, what is happening? And as we get older, I'm finding this to be true in my own life. You have to be willing to be a beginner. You have to be willing to be curious, not judgmental, right? Because I think so many of us are really quick to judge ourselves and get frustrated and be like, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with me. I'm broken. I'm not seeing the results. No, that's not true. Okay. Just be curious. Allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to break up with something if it's no longer serving you. There's nothing wrong with that. I need that reminder again and again and again, which is why I'm sharing it with you today. And when that post popped up in my memories, that reminder that you're more than the number, you're more than the size, it's true. And I posted about that in today, right? That it is about consistency, and you choose consistency as a muscle. I think so often we're we either have it or we don't. No, it's actually a muscle. It is a skill. It's something that we have to work to cultivate. And if you are, a real messy, imperfect human like me, sometimes that means that you're going to have to pivot your journey. Maybe staying consistent, it also incorporates your rest days. If you get injured, it requires you to still hold space for your journey. It's not if it can't be 100%, it's not worth doing. That's not the case at all, right? So today, on this Friday, I'm encouraging you to collect your wins. Maybe it's been a while since you've sat down and you've brain dumped them, and I want you to do that. We have to keep these things front of mind. Otherwise, we're gonna be super quick to come up with all the ways it's not enough or it needs to be different. Let's practice gratitude in our own journeys. And if today you got some stretch in, you get to highlight that. You get to collect that win. You get to be super proud that you still chose to show up even when your journey is not looking maybe the way you were hoping, right? Right. So that being said, I can't wait to hear how things are going. Fill me in, catch me up. Even though I'm not doing this like I used to, I'm still on the journey alongside you, and I want to hear about your wins. I want to hear how you're feeling. I want to celebrate alongside you. I just did a live and I shared it in here. I said that at the beginning, right? About collagen. So I've used Beachbody collagen for years now, and I really never saw anything. It wasn't a supplement that I talked about a lot or pushed because I honestly just didn't really know if it was working. It was not like Energize that I freaking love, which I haven't used in 3 weeks, guys. Or Recover. I absolutely, hands down, I love Recover. Out of all of our supplements, the only ones I'm really using still is Recover. I would use Energize if I felt like I had a need for it, but I haven't really been working out, and I'm using a new morning supplement that's really checking all the boxes and doesn't have caffeine, which is good. And what else? That's it. Recover. I love Recover. I love Energize. I still am using Shakeology, but sometimes you get kind of burnt out on things, and that's just where I'm at. I'm just taking a little break until it is nice out and I want to have a cold shake. I don't want to have a cold shake in 10-degree weather. And yeah, I can make it into a mug cake or a pancake or a waffle or whatever, but it just hasn't really felt like something I've needed. So anyway, I switched up my morning supplement routine. I shared how I use these different collagens, which ones dissolve better. I cannot say enough good things about Hue and Grace. And yes, I am an advocate now. Yes, I have a business through there, so I might be a little bit biased, but the reason I am an advocate is because I love the product so freaking much. If you are, you know, I was talking with a couple of you, we were talking about hormones and like, you know, maybe you've had a hysterectomy, you still have hormones. Like you still have hormones. It extends beyond just your sex hormones. Like cortisol is a hormone, melatonin is a hormone. We have all kinds of different hormones and they kind of form a chair. Like if you think about that, and if you are sitting on a chair and one of the legs is too short, you're going to be wobbly. That extends to our physical beings as well. So if you're not already starting to kind of explore the different products that you're using on your body, in your home, things that you're touching and interacting with, I'm giving you a nudge today to do that. If you don't want to use Hue and Grace, that's fine. But I just think it's something really important to start being mindful of. And I don't know about you, but like, I also think about my animals. Like if I'm using a cleaner on my floor, my animals are coming into contact with that. And I love that these are all safe and they're 100% hormone safe, including the packaging, which is super cool. We don't hear about that very often. So love it. Can't say enough good things about it. I made something in my Instapot, some chicken soup last night, and my house stunk so bad this morning, even though I like took out my trash and I'm super fastidious about, I got my Hue and Grace cleaner, which is so pretty. She sits on my counter. I love her. And I hosed it down. It didn't discolor my ceiling, which sometimes, you know, if you use like a cleaner on paint, it makes it a different color. Did not happen. The smell is gone. And this has a really amazing smell too. It's a natural cucumber odor. I love it. So I'm using this. I was talking with a couple of you today about the different skin stuff because we have a whole skin line. There is a body oil, which is amazing. And it's like a dry body oil, which kind of doesn't make sense but it doesn't leave your body like all oily. I've used different body oils over the years for that purpose. Like I wanted to be really moisturized, but it kind of always left you real greasy, and this is not the case. Our body oil, the Hue and Grace body oil, number one, it smells freaking amazing. It's got this really clean tangerine smell. I love it. It's also a super great, so you can use it in your hair. Yes, it will not make your hair greasy. It's great for like, just if you got a little frizz happening. It's also a really great makeup remover. I've been using it as that, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna burn my eyes because I don't really use much makeup, but I do use eye makeup, and sometimes this mascara, it's like concrete and here to stay. But when I use that, it takes it off, and I'm not all like oily and gross. I freaking love it. I need to remember to use it more regularly on my hands because they're a little lizardy, but yeah. It's such a great product. I love it so much. I have the night serum, which is fantastic. I have a day serum. I have yet to use it. Shannon has been using it, which is high praise. If my teenager, Little Miss TikTok, is all about it. And again, it's hormone safe. Like I freaking love that. And all the packaging is just pretty. Here, right here. This is the body oil. I don't have the others out here, but I love it so much. And it's just been really fun to kind of experiment with stuff like this. A 5-in-1 cleaner just came out. I know we're talking a lot about this, but you're here, so I might as well chat about it. There's a 5-in-1 cleanser that just launched. It's a powder cleanser. And when I first heard this, I was like, powder cleanser, it makes me think of Ajax or Barmaid's Friend, you know, that stuff you put in your sink and you scrub, right? No, it's not that. Please don't do that, okay? But it is, again, it's another hormone safe product with no endocrine disruptors. And the cool thing about a powder is that it you can create the consistency you want. So if you want it to be more of just like a face cleanser, cool. If you want it to be a mask, it has several different clays, including bentonite clay, which is a master detoxifier. I don't know if you remember when I used to detox my pits, but that's what I used, and it's in this. It has so many cool things. So mine is en route. It's coming to me. When it arrives, I will let you know how it goes. But if you are interested in that, let me know. We'll make sure we get you the best deal. They have a couple freebies right now. Like you order that, you can get 2 free beauty bars like to wash your face with. So many cool things. I just am so happy I'm here. I am so grateful that the right door's open, right? We come to things when we're ready. I hope that you are coming to things as you are ready and that you are feeling brave in your own journey, whatever that means for you. If it means it's time to switch up your workout, be brave and trust yourself and allow the journey to unfold the way it's supposed to. Same thing with your nutrition. Like if you're doing something that doesn't feel aligned, then you can make a pivot And if you want to make some switches with the things you're using on your body, in your body, and around your body, I've got you covered. I would love to help you figure all that out. So what else did I want to tell you? Final thing, a few of us are reading Fast Like a Girl by Dr. Mindy Pelz. I am only on page 61, guys. It's taking me like 520 years to read this book, but I'm learning a lot. And some of it I'm like, I don't know about this, but that's okay. Just because you're consuming personal development, you're reading something, you're listening to something, you're studying something, it doesn't mean you have to agree 100%. You might get a nugget here and there that's exactly what you need to hear, that is a little nudge to make a course change, or maybe it is confirmation that you're on the right path. But I'm learning a lot, and one of the things that, like, it's all about fasting, right? And how you should fast differently depending on where you are in your cycle, or where you are in the moon cycle. If you no longer have a period, you just you've used the moon, because we're cyclic creatures. But the concept, the To Be Mindset concept of dinner and done is coming up again and again for me. It's not in the book, right? But it's this idea that, like, the earlier you can be done eating for the day, and you allow your body and organs the time to go ahead and digest and to do all of its things, like, it's like running the dishwasher. Like, if you're not ever doing that, if you're always topping yourself off and you're always eating things, it's hard for your body to go through those cycles and do the things it needs to do. So for me, like I said, I'm only on page 61, but this morning on our Zoom, we were talking about it and how there's just a lot of #does. Doesn't mean you have to do all of it. It doesn't mean I'm going to do all of it, but I think it's really cool to come to your journey, wherever you're at in it, with a beginner mindset, and be okay changing your opinion, being okay trying on something different and seeing how it works for you. Not doing it because somebody else is doing it or because so-and-so does it. No, like, allow yourself to be a beginner, allow yourself to change your own opinion, and just know that it's never linear, right? Like, our bodies will change. Our journeys will also have to change in accordance with that. And I think that there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're looking for a new book recommendation, you can get it on Audible, and you can still download the PDFs, which is really cool. There's some really great, like, graphs, and there's a lot of recipes. I'm still learning a lot, but yesterday was my first, like, fast, and I made it 19 hours, and I felt really freaking good. And I'll tell you what, I finally saw a change in the scale, where it has been holding, like, in the same 3 pounds for the last, like, I don't know, 2 months. I finally saw a dip, and I felt great. Most importantly, I felt great. It wasn't about starving. And you know what? I know some of you feel really conflicted about the scale. The scale is just a tool. Use it or don't, but it's just a tool, and it just gives you some insight into whether or not what you're doing is giving you the results or pushing you in the right direction. So if that feels aligned, if that feels good, cool, use it. If it doesn't, then don't, right? You do you, boo-boo. But To Be Mindset, there is the super block that's still up. I'm going through it again. I just watched the day 3 video. Day 3 on February 15th. See, it's okay. It's okay if it takes you longer. It's okay if it doesn't unfold exactly the way you envisioned it, as long as you just keep showing up and doing your next right thing and collecting your wins, you guys. That's where it's at. Okay, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. I'm cheering for you. I'm always here in your corner rooting for you forever and ever. If you need anything, you're going to message me or you're going to text me. And, you know, you're just going to have a fun weekend, and you're going to celebrate your wins, and you're going to know that I'm cheering for you.